I'm Mike. That's a K10. It's brown, it's fuel injected, got a 4-speed. You know it's got white letter BFGs. Let's drive it. This is a really cool square body pickup. Well, I love the spec on it, and it's just kind of a unique setup that's had some really cool things done to it. For starters, it's a 1984 K10, but it doesn't have the original driveline in it. It basically has the driveline which would have been in a 1987 square body. It's got a throttle body injected 350, and then this one has the 4-speed manual transmission. But with having that throttle body injected 350, it just makes it super user-friendly and just an enjoyable truck to drive. It's turn the key, it cranks right up, the motor has great power. The clutch is a full hydraulic clutch assembly, and then the 4-speed again shifts through the gears really well. The truck reads 63,604 miles. I don't know what the miles are on this one. The Carfax is clean, the Autocheck is clean, but the miles are kind of all over the place on it. But the truck's been basically cosmetically redone and the driveline's been replaced. I don't know how many miles are on the driveline or when it was installed, but whoever did it did a great job. And this basically drives exactly like an 87 should drive like with the throttle body injection, but it's in an 84 platform. You have your power steering, you have your power disc brakes, you have your factory heat and AC. The AC blows nice and cold. I will say you get a good volume of AC out of the dash vents, and it's really comfortable on the inside of the truck here. It's only about 70 or so degrees today, so it's not terribly hot out, and it's really cold on the inside of this truck. The air is blowing really well as far as the temperature. I'd say maybe a blower motor upgrade at one point you could do just to get a little bit more volume of AC coming out of the dash, but it does feel good in here. No overheating issues, and again, it drives like a stock square body should drive like. On the interior, it's the factory tan interior, factory style tan interior, excuse me. Seat cover's in good condition with just a little bit of age over here on the edge of the driver's seat from getting in and out. Door panels look good, pole handles look good. Carpet on the door panels, upper and lower, is nice. The kick panels down low on the left and right look good. Carpet and floor mats are also in really good condition. Does have a dash cap on this one. The dash pad underneath most likely has some cracks underneath it, but the dash pad looks nice. If I was gonna do anything in here, the gauge bezel around the gauges themselves, the little plating is kind of coming loose a little bit. You can buy those online. LMC Truck has them, or a couple of other different outlets. You can buy that piece relatively inexpensive. So I would do that, and that's really about it. The rest of the interior is in nice shape. You could do a dash pad if you want to get rid of the dash cap, but that's just kind of a personal preference thing. Everything on this truck is listed as a yes. Lights, gauges, horn, wipers, radio, heat, AC, parking brake, all of that is good to go. The speedometer is a little inaccurate, but it does function. Most likely probably tire size, and then when the driveline was changed out, it wasn't set up to be 100% accurate, so that could be easily fixed to make the speedo a little bit more accurate. It's a few miles an hour off. The faster you go, the more miles an hour it gets off, but it's basically about 5 or so off. When you were doing, I don't know, mid on the speedo, like 45 or 50, it was off by like 4 or 5, I believe is what it was. The Does It Work section on this truck can be found in the additional media tab on the website pcclassiccars.com. Click on the inventory tab, click on this truck, scroll to the very bottom of that page. You'll see the additional media section, which will have the Carfax, Autocheck, and all the photos of the imperfections, as well as the Does It Work section. But we're gonna take off in technically second gear because first gear is low, and we're not gonna take off in low. It's pretty useless, unless you're pulling something. Good power from the stock style driveline. Again, shifts through the gears really well. No real complaints from me mechanically. Obviously not a race car by any means, but again, it performs well. On the underneath, nothing for me to complain about. Floors are great, inner rockers are great, bottom side of the cab's awesome, bottom side of the bed, inner fenders, bottoms of the fenders, all of that looks great. I don't see any rust issues or rust problems on the bottom side of this pickup at all. It is a good, solid, clean K10. On the exterior, it's obviously two-tone. As far as my knowledge goes, I'm not sure that this exact two-tone was offered for the 84, but it represents great. I like the two-tone with the dark brown, like the chestnut color. and then the tan or the gold on the insert there shows well. It's got a few little touch-up spots, other little miscellaneous imperfections, but the paintwork does look good. Those flaws can be found on the website pcclassiccars.com, but it's all really minor stuff, nothing that I would write home about. You have nice wheels. The tires are the earlier BFGs that are 2014 on the date code on the tires, but they have good tread left. They have no dry rot or cracking, so I'd roll the tires for a while. Inside the bed, you do have a really nice spray and bed liner. At one point, which for me is funny being a half-ton truck, does have the hole for where a fifth wheel hitch would go. Not sure why you'd be pulling a fifth wheel with a half-ton truck, but someone obviously was, because it does have the hole that is there. You could have that filled really easily by a body shop if you want to, or you could put the little plug there to fill it up, a little rubber plug, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter. The inside of the bed is really clean. Inside the tailgate is also really clean. The doors open and close great. And just a nice truck cosmetically. For me, it's got the right stance, it's got the right wheel and tire combo, and just a good looking pickup. On the interior, as far as the road feel goes, it doesn't beat you to death. The suspension has a good tight feel for an 84 K10. Not a rattle trap by any means. Has a good, strong performance feel to it. As far as a truck's concerned, steering feels good, really goes where you want it to go, and it drives like a stock K10 should drive like. Glass is in good shape with a few little stone nicks in the windshield, but nothing that's split or broken. Power windows, power locks also work properly. Little vent window noise from both vent windows on the left and the right side, which is inevitable on these trucks. You can never get it to be 100% silent. I don't think these trucks were 100% silent when they were brand new. I wasn't alive, so I can't 100% tell you, but I don't think I've ever hopped in one that didn't have at least a little wind noise from those vent windows. You do have a little nick in the top of the headliner here up at the very, very front, and like a little sag from the headliner, but it's super minor. I wouldn't worry about doing anything with. You do have your dual tank switch on the dash, which the dual tanks do work properly. It does have aftermarket exhaust with tailpipes coming out the back. You hear a little bit of motor, you hear a little bit of exhaust. Neither one of them are crazy loud. You could do a little bit louder of a muffler if you want to. With the windows down, the truck sounds really good, but it's not, again, a crazy loud pickup. As far as inside the engine compartment, obviously, again, it's not the original motor to the truck, but it shows well. Very factory looking in the engine compartment. Firewall looks good, inner fenders look good, radiator, core support, all of your serviceable items like belts, hoses, all of that is in good shape as well. Charging system's doing its job. We have great oil pressure, temperature's where we need it to be. One other thing on the inside here I forgot to mention is there is no cruise control on this truck, but it does have tilt. Stock style stereo in the factory location. Just a cool, clean, unique color combo K10 with a 4-speed manual transmission. As always, I'm Michael. This is a 1984 Chevrolet K10 with a throttle body injected 350, a 4-speed manual transmission, and you have cold AC. From myself and everybody here at PC Classic Cars, we appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drives. Make sure you check out that additional media section on the website pcclassiccars.com. Check out the content we're posting across the social platforms every single day. We'll catch you guys on the next video.